to a point that you don't trust anyone other than yourself, that they can actually help it to grow. How about basically? So, and I think that's one of the biggest traps.
I think it is one of the biggest traps, but in bringing that up, you're actually mentioning one very important thing. Before a soccer player touches a ball, they have to be fit to play on the field.
Yeah.
One time.
Yeah.
Before Usain Bolt gets onto a track, he has to be conditioned to run as an athlete or consider himself a world-class athlete.
Yeah.
One of the conversations that aren't being had, entrepreneurship, is the person. The person. Sometimes they use the analogy of the jockey versus the horse. The business is the horse. Entrepreneurship is always going to be the horse. Maybe entrepreneurship might be the track on which the horse is running.
Yeah.
And your business is the horse. But you as the jockey have to be ready. Now, a big part of entrepreneurship has to do with psychology. Where are you as a person, as Moto? Our igiti. Do you understand yourself to the point where you know when I'm making certain decisions, this is what is informing them?
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of the time, that's not the case. And a lot of the entrepreneurs that I happen to engage with operate from a place of keeping. I don't want to say low self-esteem, but there is a psychology that needs to be addressed there. So now you can already imagine that if a person is operating from that place, when they go into business and they start to see marginal success, little bits of success, and they call them false starts in business. You get excited. And because you're operating from a place where you're trying so hard to validate yourself to either yourself, to the people around you, or to the community at large, what you end up doing is you start to make decisions that are about validation and not sustainability.
Yeah.
And how does that look? Let's be practical. That's where the AMGs come in. Because if I'm driving the right car, if I'm seen in the right place, if I've got the right phone, then kemutu. And for you to be able to step back from that and say, I'm not going to do that, means as a human being, and then before you even comment, let me say this. I don't say this from a place of trying to think, I myself have walked the journey. I've been at a place where I needed so desperately to validate myself, to myself, and to the people around me, that I was the wrong jockey. And even if the horse was great, even if the turf was amazing, I was never going to win the race because I was the wrong jockey.
I've got friends. One of them said to me, if you are to do business, you need tools of trade.
Yes, sir.
And he said, for me...